Apple's Untitled event took place earlier today on April 20th, 2021, where they showed off a couple new things that made us say wow and also finally. Let's get into it. Welcome back to another Tech Control video. Shout out to those of you that already have subscribed, and those that haven't, make sure to do so by hitting the big red button below. Don't forget to share this video with a buddy or two, like and comment your thoughts below. Now that that's out of the way, let's talk about today's event. The event started out with the obligatory shot to the new campus that they built, the obligatory CEO introduction of Tim Cook as the host, and the obligatory speech about how great Apple and all of its products are. All kidding aside, the campus is really nice. They spent billions to build it, so of course, why wouldn't they show it off? Although I do miss the events that were live with an audience, I do like these pre-recorded, edited events. Back to the presentation. First up, Apple Card Family. Now, spouses are able to join their cards together and build credit equally, where both have a shared account and are both responsible. Next up, we got a new updated podcast app to go along with a new podcast subscription service. Moving on, just in time for the spring, we finally got the color that everybody was waiting for, holding out for actually, Puke Purple, 6 months after launch. Moving on, as soon as they started talking about Find My, I think we already knew what was coming up. Remember I said in the intro there were certain things we were going to say finally for? This is one of them, finally. Apple AirTags. We have been hearing about these Apple AirTags for such a long time now, and they have apparently been ready for a very long time, but for whatever reason decided to unveil it at this event. I actually like this design, really minimalistic, small, and I can only imagine all the different accessories that we're going to be able to equip this with. It's actually not that expensive. It's only $29.99 for one, and for a pack of four, $99. Next up, we got an upgrade to the Apple TV 4K, but now this one is using the A12 Bionic chip. Not sure that we actually needed this upgrade. The current one is actually pretty good, or should I say the old one. This new Apple TV 4K now allows for higher frames when streaming content. With higher frames, we're going to have a smoother picture. This will come in handy when you're watching action movies or watching sports games. Just look at how excited they are. Oh yeah, there's also a new remote with a dedicated Siri button on the side. Next up, they spoke about the M1 processor, and admittedly, it's a phenomenal chip. Not only is it powerful, but the energy efficiency gives you long-lasting batteries on all the products that have the M1 chip. In addition, this new chip allows for universal applications which will eventually run across all M1 devices. Now, you can find the M1 chip on the new iMac. They now come in a selection of beautiful colors. There's also still the classic silver if that's what you prefer. Has a brand new design, very slim, whereas before the previous fan and the previous motherboard would take up a lot of room on the back. Now they're able to shrink it while still providing great performance and the same heat efficiency. They also made improvements to the sound by adding a second anti-vibration sub in addition to a tweeter. Screen size has gotten bigger from 21 to 24 inches. The new iMac comes with 4 USB-C ports, 2 of which are Thunderbolt ports. Also new is the MagSafe power cord that also matches the same color as your new Mac. Brand new, you can now connect an Ethernet cord directly to the power brick, and it will use the actual cable power cable to send Ethernet signal to your new Mac. There are also 2 new keyboards with additional function buttons, the first with a lock button and the second now with Touch ID in place of the aforementioned lock key. The new iMacs aren't the only place the M1 chip is coming to. Now it's coming to the iPad Pro, both 11 and 12.9 inch models. The previous iPad Pro was already super powerful and top of the line by far in its class. But now with the M1 chip, you're getting all the benefits of power, efficiency, as well as universal applications. Somehow the M1 chip makes your storage twice as fast, and they also improve the camera, but I'm not really sure who exactly this is for. More powerful processor also means improvement to 3D renders and augmented reality. Apple is bringing their Liquid Retina XDR display technology to the new iPad Pro. In order for them to do this, they need to adapt a new technology, Mini LED. Although, if you hear the presentation, you would think that Apple invented Mini LED. Nonetheless, this is the first Apple product to use Mini LED, which could also pave the way for other products like the iPhone and future iMacs, MacBooks, so on. Mini LED is a precursor to Micro LED, which is still many years away, especially since Mini LED is still in its infancy. So that's pretty much it. Those are the important things that I wanted to cover. Obviously, if you want the full details, you can head over to apple.com. You can even check out the whole presentation. The whole event was about an hour. We were expecting new AirPods and we didn't get those, but that's okay. We got plenty. So let's end it here. As usual, you guys can follow me in social media. If you like games and tech, keep it here.